I don't think this will be bugged. And oh yes, I'm so happy we get to see this one, because they are gonna have no, oh, you can't see it, hold on, hold the phone. Yes, I am so happy we get to see this one, because these players are gonna have no clue of what to do. In the red we have Nikov playing as the Malay, in the blue we have Doubt playing as the Malay. It's so great to have a delay on my stream, because after I fix something, I can see you guys spam for the overlay. In the green is MBL playing as the Burmese. This is Capture the Relic Game 3 with 3 of the strongest players you will ever see play this. And this is quite a map. Quite a map indeed. The winner of this game will go on to the final to fight River, who won Game 1, and Melkor, who won Game 2. And if you're unfamiliar with the settings, I will explain them now. The map is always different. Sometimes you don't even start with the TC on Capture the Relic Random, but you do always have a monastery. It cannot be destroyed, and you cannot rebuild a monastery. That I explained to the players. You look at the resources on the map, you can see there's a lot of gold, there's a lot of stone. Fairly standard resources if you ask me. Quick check at the boars. 1 boar, 2 boars, and enough deer to lure in as well. With the llamas, 2 deer patches, they should be fine there. Now, the water is what we need to look at. This is deep water. Now, you might not know this, but you cannot dock deep water. You can only dock medium and shallow water. Whoa! The bird's frozen! He's just frozen there! What is going on? Dude, wake up! Whoa! He disappeared! Whoa! He's gone! I just erased the bird! Wow! Action in the 3rd minute in this 3rd game. Unbelievable stuff. Anyway, you cannot dock deep water. So what they're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to go here if they want to dock, or they can walk the whole way around to get to the middle. You could try and wall this off maybe, but at the end of the day, it's going to be very difficult for players. Now, one thing I noticed right off the bat is that Doubt is a little bit further from this area. So if he's going to want to cross, he's going to have to walk a further distance. I'm just trying to compare that to Nikov's. Actually, that's a similar distance. MBL is by himself over here, so this should be pretty good for him. He might be able to wall this off and have that to himself. But I have played this map before, and what you want to do is you want to dock here, right? Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, okay. You don't necessarily need to dock here, because you can just run units here. But if you dock here, then you can send a transport through. If you dock here, you can send a transport through, and then have 3 separate transports, right? Especially if walls come up, and that's what Tato would do on this, because I did play Tato and he absolutely wrecked me. If walls come up on these choke points, it's going to be difficult for players to walk through. So I think docking is going to be important, but I don't know if players are going to recognize the importance of that, or the fact that they can do that, because they probably never played this before. In fact, this is what they can see right now. This is Nikov's point of view anyway. And you can see he's just trying to build up his economy. So yeah, very interesting map for players at this level. I mean, Doubt, one of the all-time greats. Nikov, one of the best players playing right now over the past year, one of the most exciting players. MBL over the past couple years has been great, and obviously playing with a lot of top players in team games, Viper, things like that, all the time. Very active. Dust Champ with the sub. Thank you so much for joining the T90 League. Get the woo-woos in the chat, guys. But man, I'm so glad that we get to see this map. I was hoping for it, and now we have it. Players have to be so confused. Going into an event like this, you have to think about if it's worth it to prepare as a player, right? They're winning $50 for each preliminary game. So whoever wins this, even if they lose the final, will win $50. And then if they win the final, they win $100. I would say it's definitely worth it to spend some time reviewing, right? But you never know if players do. And obviously, they're not playing Capture the Relic at a high level. They probably just looked at the map, generated a couple maps, and they were thinking, okay, this is what I want. Whoa! Was this here before? I could be crazy, but I'm pretty sure that the marsh just appeared. HD is giving us some surprises here. The scout could have done that. I don't know. We've already had a bird disappear. Anyway, continuing on. The players basically will have to prepare. But I don't think they'll be that prepared. You can see that MBL's out here. And he's going to build a dock. Okay, so he thought about this. And he would need more docks later on. Players are getting to the point where they would click up later on. Guys are asking for the replay system. I have that on hotkeys, which is not too easy for me to think of. But I will try and think about that going forward. Doc's going up for MBL. If you look at his resources, not too bad. He does have the deer out here. He definitely needs to collect more deer, I think, if he's going to get into the castle age anytime soon. You definitely want to get to the castle age at a decent time, but you definitely need to lock down this relic. I'll toggle through the other player point of views. You can see, looks like a straight fast castle from Nikov. He does have a scout out here. He did see what MBL was trying to do. He knows he can't dock there, and now you can see Dowd is walling. This is going to be really bad for Nikov. That might actually force him towards MBL. If Dowd walls this off, that's going to be really, really bad for Nikov. He can't access this area to get across then. That might actually make things very difficult for MBL in the process. Doubt right now is still not up himself. These guys definitely booming up a lot. You can see, I mean, a lot of resources in the bank. More walls from MBL. And man, this is good. This is very, very good. I'm really happy with this so far. So let's look at the resources. Doubt, he does have 4 on deer. He has a lot of gold. In fact, more than I would expect. He has 5 on gold. 3 farms. Going for a barracks. What will he do? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if he's going to be able to get to the castle age with those resources, to be honest. Another dock from MBL. MBL might crush the middle, actually, which would be an amazing play. And we'll go over to his point of view now. MBL not going to be able to fast castle. Still has the deer out there if he needs it. Gonna go out here and try and kill Doubt's scout. In fact, he will be able to do that because he got the first hit. I feel like he should keep the villager out here. Keep that walled off. Or he's actually going to make more walls, which I really like. MBL's going to kill Doubt's scout, and now he's going to go for another wall. He's going to try and save his villager, but he's unable to do so. MBL with the right idea, but wrong execution. Galleys are coming out for him, so when I say grush, that means galley rush. He's going to try and build galleys out here. I wonder if he can dock there now. Well, I guess that's not possible anyway. Mark it now. Nikov saying, what are those 2 docks for? What is Doubt up to? He went for the barracks, so he could go for an archer. Yep, archery range. And there's the market, and I assume he will buy some food here. And there you go, you can see the food shooting up. He's on his way to the castle age. Oh, he actually sold some stone as well? Interesting. Another archery range. So Doubt's going to try and run in this way. But he isn't going for a dock. I wonder if Doubt is aware that he is able to dock there. He did see Nikov talking about docks, so I don't know. Doubt, I believe, has placed these palisades here so he can see when a unit runs over there. I don't think he's sending a villager. See? It's really smart thinking. Keep in mind, Nikov could be forced towards MBL. Nikov is in the castle age. MBL is still in the feudal age. And MBL had the right idea. I don't know if it's going to be enough. We'll see how the night fight goes, because the knights will come in. MBL has exposed villagers everywhere. He needs to get to the castle age as soon as possible, I feel. That villager will probably go down to the scouts. It is possible that Nikov just wants to run in with his knights too. You can see that villager going down, and the scouts now running in as opposed to MBL's economy. Okay, now on this side, you can see archers filing in. This is exciting stuff. Nikov sending a monk around. He wants to go that way. This is actually open because MBL left that open, but there still are galleys around. Light cav upgrade coming in for Nikov, just to deal with the monks. So we're gonna have crossbows, light cav, knights, and galleys at this stage. MBL has actually walled off all his resources. I didn't see this. But look at that, trying to keep the knights away. Going for a barracks, blacksmith, and he should be on his way to the castle age shortly. So every single player will be in the castle age, assuming MBL gets there. The light cav are just gonna patrol there. And man, what a game this is so far. This is exciting. Everybody's converging to the middle. Doubt needs to be thinking about docking though. He definitely needs to be thinking about it. If Doubt doesn't realize he can dock, he's going to be kicking himself when he sees a dock here. But you know what? That little bit of scouting information is going to be oh so important to him. I'll pay attention to his point. Oh, he has seen that already. I'm going to say I'll pay attention to his point of view. Looks like he is aware of that. He wants to do that. Monk's now coming out. I don't see the monk being able to run through here. Really don't see it. Now, if you're curious, you can actually see a small amount around the relic. So if someone picks up the relic, you can also see it. But Doubt should be looking and seeing the light cav patrol there. It looks like that monk is going to be picked off. Goes back to my point, this shouldn't be successful in my opinion. You need transports. The players will figure that out. Doubt picking off 2 monks, and they'll probably pick off these units as well. Not many upgrades on the knight, and light cav of course aren't very strong. Actually, the palisade wall is going to help out Doubt's crossbows in the end. Well, focusing down the light cav first. The knight's still going to get some shots, but good micro from Doubt. And now another monk coming in. Now MBL is just sitting back here. I find it interesting that the knights are just running by MBL. They're not fighting one another. MBL does have spears, but this is odd, if you ask me. MBL still has the docks here. I believe that knight was originally Nikov's anyway, but oh, Nikov not going to get the conversion. Losing so many monks. And Doubt's getting closer. Ah, there we go. It looks like with the watchtowers going up, Nikov recognized this and he's like, you know what, I'm not happy about it. He's actually running this villager away. It's a builder, so he might build something. But MBL's trying to block Nikov off. Keep in mind, Nikov is blocked off on the right. Well, actually, he's not, but he thinks he is. We're gonna have 3+2 spearmen. I don't think they can stop the watchtower, those knights. So what does MBL have now in those docks? Oh, sorry, that's not MBL. Demolition rafts. Get the T90 demos in the chat. I want to see it. He's going to go for some demos now. If units run across, that's actually going to be great for him. More crossbows coming from Doubt. More towers from MBL. T90 tower in the chat. I'm not even sure how that villager got there in the first place, but he's somehow gotten her there. And oh, the demolition raft! Oh, he got the monk as well! What a great shot by MBL. Another shot as well. Oh, I love it. I love it. The docks are in the perfect spot for MBL. And your emotes are coming in at the perfect time, too, even with the delay. MBL prioritized water control and the water's edge, and it's working out for him so far, but because he's put so much emphasis on that, I think he's going to struggle if he comes toe-to-toe in a fight with Nikov. Nikov's going to send out a battering ram and a lot of knights. It's going to be really hard for MBL to continue to defend here while he's doing so well here. But if he can do that, that'd be really good for him. If I were him, I would have tried to dock here and here. Oh, so hard at this level. But for sure, you're not going to see. You're definitely not going to see anyone get to this relic anytime soon while MBL's there. MBL needs a response. Meanwhile, you have to think Doubt's in a good position to do what he wants to do because the other two are fighting. He's just massing crossbows. Still no dock from Doubt. Just so weird to me. I mean, he has to know he can dock there. But, or dock here, right? But I guess, I keep saying dock from Doubt, but that's a really stupid comment. The dock from Doubt here would do nothing for him. It would just go around the outer edge. So where he really needs a dock is probably here, right? Like the third tier where MBL is impossible to dock because MBL is already there. MBL has survived for now, but it doesn't look good. He doesn't have this one TC running. Knights, Mangonel, Battering Ram, all coming out now from Nikov, and you know, MBL, if he has the time, I think he has the map control to do something here. You can see that these two are just canceling each other out. Monks going down, Knights going down, all the important units being focused down. I really believe in MBL here, and the only reason I'm kind of fanboying MBL is because he went for the most impressive strategy thus far. But he has like no resources. He can't even keep his TCs running. But I think in time he can. But the problem is, Nikov is right next to him. And these guys are thinking about running in. There's only 2 demo rafts and a couple galleys from MBL. He doesn't even have Bodkinero or War Galley. My mouse is flickering. Oh, I'm sorry about the mouse flicker. I don't know why that is. But if there's a mouse flicker, my apologies. I noticed that now. Hope that hasn't been happening all day, but nothing I can really do. You can see another engagement between Doubt and Nikov, who definitely are the strongest as far as economy goes at this point. Nikov is a 72 population. You can see his resources looking good. 1 TC. Doubt, meanwhile, 63 population, 1 TC. I think 1 TC is probably the better approach, because you just need to get to this relic. I think MBL needs to be careful now. I don't know if he has the resources to continue to keep up production on these stocks. If he loses control here, I don't know if he can get it back. You see his Mangonels here. Nikov. He's gonna try and get the crossbows, but the Mangonel's only at 28 HP. Can he get a big shot? Keep in mind the demo rafts are still there from MBL. It would just be so amazing. Nikov's just running right by MBL, building stables now. I think MBL is just too far behind with economy to do anything at this point. The demo raft's there now, and oh man, exploding the Mangonel and the Knights, which actually gives Doubt an opportunity. Is MBL gonna make more? He is! There's one right there! There's one right there! This is what MBL can see. Go, 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 go! He didn't go. Okay. Interesting. The monks are now there. Nikov saying demo. And still it's going to be hard for Doubt to get back. So I think that MBL is just going to wait. Oh man, the pressure's on. There's going to be 2 demos now. Oh, MBL sent them out too early. He still has one in his dock. If you're Doubt right now, you got to be thinking like, oh man, what do? I got to sacrifice something here. Boom! Explode! Great explosion. Another one coming out. He sacrificed the crossbows. Will the monk go down? The relic has moved and the monk will not go down here. Very close though. Very close. Now, the Knights will come over from Nikov. The relic is there. But MBL's positioning here is no longer important. And Doubt is doing a great job. Nikov's coming back in. Nikov needs to think about getting to this side. You can see another monk. Will it stay alive? One light cav. Gonna kill that monk, but Doubt looking to be in firm control now, with another monk waiting. Nikov instantly sending a knight over. But the problem is, the Knights, they don't have bloodlines, they don't have +2 defense, the crossbows are going to be so strong. I think MBL has played his part in this one. Unless Doubt somehow loses control of this relic. Wow, Doubt with a great play. Nikov has run around this way though. He just needs to stop it, basically. That's all he needs to do. He doesn't need to get it just yet. He just needs to take that monk out, but I don't know if he can against that many crossbows. He certainly needs to go for it, though. That one wall Nikov let there. That one wall. Gonna cause him so many problems. The knight's coming around, and Doubt's gonna run back to his base. His monastery is there. What? What is this from MBL? MBL's coming across. Now, I was thinking he might be ballsy enough to try and wall up the monastery, but the spears are actually here. Spears are not gonna do it, but he will at least see that that's where the relic is. Communicate, and Nikov's here as well. The monk will go down. Should go down here. Should go down here! There's still another monk there. MBL is coming out. He has a Maginot on the way. Doubt looks to be in firm control, and I think Doubt will take the win here. And what a game it was. Nikov just resigning. Oh, I gotta change to Doubt's point of view so I can get the winner noise. Yes, agreed. What a great game. What a great game. I mean, you know, if you think back to some of those demo shots, if you think back to MBL's choice, it was perfect, really. There's so many things I could touch on with that. Again, MBL went with a really, really good decision, I think, but he didn't have the economy to defend. And I think Nikov's issue was he let Doubt have free reign over this crossing here. Nikov was at a bit of a disadvantage, I think, because he didn't have that crossing, and then he had to go through MBL's, which is even further. Doubt didn't have a dock the entire game. Of course, neither did Nikov. I was stressing the dock, I think, for way too long. But he just ran, like, look at the path he had to take. He had to run all along here, and he did it. And it was well played from Doubt. It really was. Exceptional play, and again, like a 34-minute game. So I think we could easily, the next time we do this, plus in some more games. But that was a really good one. So that means it'll be Doubt, River, and Melkor in the final. Same settings. And I'm excited for it. So let's take a look at the achievements. There you go. Units killed, units lost. I mean, Doubt, obviously the crossbows, once they were massed, Doubt did a really good job with those. I think Nikov went with the knights because they're a little bit faster. Definitely faster, can do a little bit more with them. But once a crossbow's massed, they're really hard to deal with, and that's the same with any ranged unit. I liked MBL's decision. He didn't have enough behind it. You can see the resources collected there. Doubt had a lot of gold. Alright, well, Nikov, this is again interesting to me. Nikov had 92 villagers, MBL had 73, Doubt had 41. 41. Full 1 TC. He did not go away from that plan. I thought it was a lot more than that. What a great job. What a great job from Doubt. Alright, well,